meeting is being recorded.
Hey, Shakila. I'm going to give everybody a couple more minutes to get in. I just reposted the link to our member group.
Absolutely. Hello, hello. I slightly forgot about this one today. I sent you a voice note earlier today
I
saying
got
hello.
it. I got it. I was going to respond back
Wonderful.
to
You probably was like, I'm getting ready to see you.
you. Yeah, I don't know how did it send you a link to the Zoom like automatically through an email?
Yes, it was in the email, but it wasn't automatically placed on our calendar. It was something we had to do ourselves.
Okay.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Gail.
Hey, how are you?
I am well. I'm so excited to hear what you all have to say today. It looks like you had a fantastic time on the fam that you guys just took.
Oh, yeah, you have to come join us. It was pretty amazing, and they've got some good stuff coming up. So,
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, I'm finally on the email list, so I'm hoping that the next round the dates will work for me. But I'm here to listen today because I know some good things you have to share.
okay.
What? Yeah, we have 26 people registered.
Okay.
Where are they? Would be the question.
Uh,
Here we have some coming in.
okay.
You want to give it like one more minute and then just start since we're recording?
That's up to you, whatever you want to do. I'm okay.
Okay. Okay, we're just gonna get started. I'm gonna start out with my stuff. So hopefully some people will trickle in by the
Okay.
time we get to your good stuff. But thank you guys for being a part of our meeting today. We are going to be talking about IADWP, which is the International Association of Destination Wedding Professionals, a mouthful. And we have the amazing South Georgia chapter head, Gail Johnson. Woo! She is um, no stranger to ABC. I took over Georgia State Manager from her many, many years ago. So she is very familiar with our association. And so today we are going to kind of talk about how we connect IADWP and ABC and how those two organizations can work together. So the first thing I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to share my screen. Let's see if we can do that. Is I went on a FAM with IADWP. And I'm going to share this. Does that look right? I can't even see.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Hmm. Okay.
I'm sorry, it took me a while to find my mute, but I see your cover page. It says Love Dominican Republic.
Okay, you can see it. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Thank you. All right, let's
You're
see.
welcome.
So we went on a FAM. This was a presentation that was presented by ABC with Nicole Zillman, our VP of Travel. And she offered the opportunity once you watched the webinar that if you wanted to be a part of the Love Dominican Republic FAM, she would put in a good word for you. I happened to have that time off, so I was able to be a part of this group. And this is just a couple of photos. I'm going to show you a video of one of our one of the days that we had. It was an 8-day FAM and we covered all of the Dominican Republic and it was very strenuous. We walked thousands of steps every single day. But we had a great group of people. We were able to see all of the Dominican Republic at the major spots of it, and be able to see so many sites. This is some of the site visits that we were able to go and visit and explore. And we got to stay at one, two, three, four, five different locations, experience the different hotels in those areas. And so, if there's anybody that is looking to send somebody to the Dominican Republic and any of your travel clients want to know more about any of these locations, I'm happy to give you lots of contacts and, things that you can use to kind of push those properties. They held back nothing when we came. It was a full show. Several of the resorts actually created a mock wedding setup for us. And so we were literally treated like royalty. And I'm going to share one of the videos now. Can y'all still see that? Got a good thing coming, but it's all I need. Everything is in front of me. So get up in the dark, sun is shining over me. I got a good thing coming. It's crazy. It's a good thing. It is good, and if you know what I mean. It's when you see it, gonna make you believe it. It's good when you see it, gonna make you believe it. So that was, they did these every single day. So they have little snippets of each day that we did. So we were very, very lucky to be on this, and I believe this was the first time that they did this luxury fam in conjunction with the wedding congress, the congress that they had where it's kind of like our conference that we have. This is theirs. They do it in different locations, and Gail will be able to tell you more about that. But what was really unique about this fam is that we were able to have, first of all, our own photographer and videographer that was just for us and our group. And so this is Christian and Carlos. They were with Petafique Photography. If you do not know who he is, please look him up because he is an absolute rock star.
Mhm.
And so these guys, they came with us. They took video, photos, and personal content that we were able to use for our own social media. So we got some headshots. I mean, some of them were sweaty, we were walking all day long, but we were able to get lots and lots of content to share. And so they were with us as well as Rennie Travel, the most amazing couple. They own Rennie Travel in the Dominican. They do your airport transfers, they do your excursions. We even went on a boat catamaran tour with them. And so they can provide everything. And the unique thing about this is that they were part of our fam. So it wasn't just, hey, how are you doing? Great, maybe I'll send somebody your way. We got to know them. They loved on us. They presented their company very well. And so it was very unique. I've been on many FAMs before, so it's very unique that they were actually part of the FAM. They provided the charter bus that took us everywhere. Stopped us at different places, bought us snacks. Just, I mean, he really did take care of us, and they are some of the most amazing people I've ever met. And so we were very lucky to be able to experience that with them. And, if you could ever go on a fam trip like this, I suggest you to do it because you just really are immersed in the culture and the people. And so, kind of leading into where Gail is going to be presenting, I'm going to share a video from the Wedding Congress. So the Wedding Congress is their conference where they speakers and breakouts, and we were able to experience one day of it, and wish we could have been to more of it, but of course we had things we had to go and do. But the Wedding Congress had major events, welcome events, the Rum Sunset Party, and then the closing carnival session. If you follow me on Instagram, I have posted 12 gazillion videos on it. You can go and check it out. But this is one of them that just kind of talks about our actual wedding congress day. Great. So we were able to listen to several speakers, and we also were able to participate in all of the different events they had at night. They went all out, of course. And the way they do their trade show there is they give you a slots to sign up for. So they're 15-minute slots, and you can go online and see all the exhibitors and the different Marriott, different locations that you could possibly send your clients to, and you sign up for those 15-minute slots, and it kind of assures the vendors that are there that they're going to get some face-to-face contact, and so you start building those relationships that way. So we had an amazing fam. I am now destination wedding certified in the Dominican Republic.
Woohoo.
And I'm wearing my little Dominican Republic scarf that we got. So without further ado, let me pass the mic to our South Georgia chapter head, Gail Johnson, so she can tell you all about everything.
Okay, so can everybody see my screen? Okay. All right. Well, welcome, welcome. I want to thank ABC and also just Callie for inviting me today. So glad she came to the conference and definitely an amazing experience. And one of the things that I always say that if you're going to a conference and not getting anything out of it, then it's time for you to look somewhere else because it should be experienced as well as, learning, education, just all the things networking that the conference should provide for you. And I always tell everybody you can belong to more than one organization. So I'm going to get started, tell you a little bit about ABC and their collaboration with IADWP.
I'm just listening to this thing. Okay, then you wait. I would look upstairs and it was supposed to have
Okay, because
something.
somebody's not muted. Okay. All righty. So again, I'm Gail Johnson. I think most people know me. I've been in this industry forever. I'm thankful for all the fellow creators and the travel professionals that are in the romance travel industry that I have met, and just wanted to tell you a little bit about IADWP, which is the International Association of Destination Wedding Professionals. Like Callie said, that's a mouthful. So, okay, who are we? Um, so we are not just planning weddings, but we're shaping the future of, love stories, because that's basically what we are in is this industry of romance. ABC was founded in 2008, so they've been in, existence about 17 years. Global organization, 35 plus countries, and they're still growing. Kitsia, who is our leader, is constantly opening up new chapters and new opportunities in different countries for us to connect with that romance travel industry. We've had annual events in Latin America, the Caribbean, Asia, Europe. I can tell you I've been to Italy with IADWP, Colombia, Guatemala, South America, Mexico. So they really provide so much for us as far as connecting with other countries and doing destination weddings. So one of their missions is to elevate the romance travel industry through education, networking, and global partnership. So one thing people may not know is that they have been involved with ABC for over 15 years. I've seen David at conferences. I've been with IADWP for about 15 years, no, 10 years, but I have seen David your past ABC leader at IADWP conferences in the past, and really didn't know that they've been in a relationship for 15 years. So they have cross participations in events and initiative. I have seen some of the ABC members from some of the other countries at conference on, conference, years and years, they come back and they come back and they participate. So I think one thing that we do have is that shared belief in education. ABC is all about education. And I was the chapter director for ABC for Georgia for 5 years before Callie took it over. I also went through their professional education program and made it to the master level. So, it's not easy, but it's something that you have to do to invest in yourself, because this industry is not regulated by the government, agency. It's regulated, basically by us. We kind of set the standard of how we want this industry to run. So, one thing I always say too is no one succeeds in this space alone. It's all about collaborations. With the planners need the travel experts, the experts, travel pros need reliable vendors on the ground. So we all need each other. So, ABC is more than just a colleague. We consider them a sister association, and we're grateful for all that we have built together with ABC. So, we're talking about a complementary focus. So, ABC, their strengths are in strong leadership in the wedding planning and education and the local market support. Where IADWP, we specialize in international romance travel, B2B events, and also destination travel. So we're not competitors, but definitely forces in the same, ecosystem that allow us to coexist. So together we serve the full spectrum of the wedding industry. Callie gave you a little bit of experience about, the trade shows. We're very big on that B2B, interaction with the vendors, and we want to engage with them. We want them as our partners. We want to be able to pick up the phone and call them, as well as destination training. We have some of the best experts in different locations. And for me, I always tell the story about how I did a wedding in Italy, and I was having a hard time connecting with the place that we were trying to do the rehearsal dinner. So I called, one of the destination experts over in Italy that's, they're part of IADWP, and asked her if she would reach out to them for me, and she did. And she came back to me and she's like, Gail, you don't want to book that location for your rehearsal dinner. So I was really glad that she kind of steered me in the right direction, and we did find a great location and had a great dinner that was wonderful. The food in Italy is amazing. IADWP is going to Italy next year, so we'll talk a little bit about that. But yeah, it's something you don't want to miss. I went to Italy with them, and I want to say it's probably been about 6 years ago, and it was on a fam. And like Callie said, they treat you like royalty. We stayed in the best places. We visited the most amazing venues. So one thing that I do say that if you want to get into that destination arena, then we're the ones for you as far as the romance travel. But again, we're not competing with ABC. We're definitely partners in this industry, and a lot of people don't understand that, you know, there's so much for each one of us to offer. And, again, you can belong to more than one organization. So, when I say we want to co-educate and we want to promote each other, we elevate the entire industry. Together, we stand for the standards of excellence. I love this picture. This was what when we had what was this? Wasn't this the sunset, Kelly?
That was a sunset rum
Okay.
soiree.
Yeah. So we walked into this, and this is what we were greeted with. And I'm like, I've never seen anything like this in my life. So one thing I can say that you will experience first. Callie went on the Dominican fam in Dominican Republic. And when we did it there, I think a couple of years ago, they did a mock wedding, but they actually brought the bride in on a helicopter. It was one of the most amazing things you had ever seen. And then during the day, we kept running into the couple. They took us to the spa. So the couple was in the spa, having a spa day. Um, they took us into one of the luxury suites. So the couple was in their robes in the bed like they were on their honeymoon. Everywhere we went that day, that couple kind of followed us through the day. So they narrated a whole story for this couple. And it was so amazing to see how their day went as far as the wedding. We were part of their reception, and it was just, they really thought out everything. It was just next level. So that was one thing I did like. When you come to conference, you're going to find things that you have never experienced or never seen before. So this was my favorite picture. Um, so customization is king. They want every detail to be to tell the stories when we plan these weddings for or events for our clients. So it could be a vow renewal. Guests are doing guest moons now. So basically, they're planning their vacation around a wedding. So if they're going to a wedding, then we're looking at special rates for them to stay an extra 2 or 3 days, or we're looking for experiences for them after the wedding. You got baby moons. You have all of this stuff that now has kind of evolved just from destination weddings. There are so many other destination arenas that we can jump into to serve our clients. So, they're looking for Instagrammable moments. This is one right here in this picture. So clients are looking for those experiences. They're looking for things that are different and unique. And I can guarantee you, if you come to our conferences, you're going to find the things that are different and unique. So understanding the market, there are over 350 million USD in global wedding industry. That's the value that they have estimated. Destination, the number is basically that 25% is right on of US weddings. So out of that whole number, 25% is what we're seeing as far as people planning destination weddings. So the average destination wedding couple spends, this includes the guest accommodation, and all of their celebration is, I don't know what that number is. We have to look at that. IADWP sent me that. So I don't know if that's in pesos, because I don't think that's right for USD, but I'll double check that number. Again, Mexico, the Caribbean, and Europe are the top regions for destination weddings. And I don't think that's going to change anytime because people love sun and they love beach. Um, Romance travel is not just growing, it's redefining the ways that couples celebrate love. And that statement is so true. So, what do we offer as far as IADWP? We know what ABC offers, but we offer certified training programs for travel agents and planners. So basically, that's what IADWP their main focus is on travel agents and planners, but we have photographers, we have anybody who's in this wedding industry that are part of a IADWP. So we talked about the matchmaking. We're going to get you the best global suppliers and certified professionals that we can find to help you take your business to the next level. So we have the three flagship events a year. We have the World Romance, and that's usually all over the world. So conference next year is going to be in Italy. We have Love Mexico, which is always done basically in Mexico. We have that every year. And then we have the Academy Destination Wedding Conference, and next year it will be in Jamaica. So we will be in Jamaica, we will be in Mexico, and we will be in Italy next year. So I have coupon codes for anybody who wants to attend, wants to join. We'll connect a little bit later, but I do have that information for you that I will gladly pass on. So what do? We connect, we train, and we inspire the next generation of romance leaders. Again, this is up for us to define how we want this industry to look and to be defined. I always say I'm not going to be here forever, and we've got to pass these gems and the knowledge that we have on to others. So that's one thing I really truly believe in, that, we have to train other people. People want to be in this industry, and we want to make sure they are well trained in all aspects of the destination weddings. So, it's not all rosy either. There are challenges in this industry. There's a lot of misconceptions about destination weddings. People think they're easier, they think that they're cheaper, and that's not always the case. We face issues about language barriers, the time zone, and cultural misunderstandings. So, of course, we have to be prepared for the travel disruptions and have a solid backup plan in place. So, destination weddings are a little bit different in the fact that we have to deal with so much extra on top of just dealing with, just a regular wedding, with the time zone, the language, all of that. So there are some challenges, but this industry is so well worth it because I love travel. So I combine travel, you can combine your love of weddings, educating your clients. So there's so much to be learned as far as what we have to offer to everybody. So I'm going to go into a quick, oh, hold on. Let's see here. I'm going, okay, go back up. Let's see if it plays. There we go. Okay, so that is a glimpse into IADWP and some of our conferences that we've had over the years. We always have a great turnout. We look forward to seeing everybody every year. A lot of new faces, a lot of old faces, and I just look forward to conference. It's been 10 years for me, and I haven't missed one. So I can really say that there's a lot of networking, a lot of learning. There's a lot going on at conference. So looking ahead, we want to acknowledge that this year our events kind of don't coincide with ABCs, and we understand that. So we know that you may not be able to come this year, but we want to invite you to our events for 2026 and future collaborations. We got a lot of exciting projects on the horizon for Europe, Latin America, and the US. And we want everyone to know that you will always have a place at our table today, in 2026 and beyond. You're always welcome. So let's build together. So what we want to do is training exchanges, co-hosted webinars and think tanks, kind of what we're doing today, sharing our research and white papers, networking, collaborations, and regional activations. So just imagine if we can build when we work together, not just side by side, but hand in hand. And again, this is why we are a collaboration. We want to work with ABC. We want to attend, conferences and have site visits and expand your network. So, you are the voice that is advocating for our industry. These connections are what will drive your business forward, and it's going to keep you inspired also. So that is my presentation. I want to thank Callie and ABC for your leadership and for this beautiful opportunity to grow together. On behalf of IADWP, we look forward to increasing mutual supports and collaborations. So there is a QR code here, and definitely reach out to me if you need any information. I do have coupon codes for conference if you want to join us with a membership. If you need anything, I am your contact, and I want to thank Callie again and ABC for this opportunity.
Yes, I am so grateful that you were able to come on today and talk about everything. And Nicole is on maternity leave, but she, wanted to add that, that IDWP is a great partnership with your already ABC membership that provides amazing destination events with great suppliers, resources that you can use to book destination weddings and events and all other forms of travel. And you can do that through the ABC's IATA number. So it's a great partnership to have. And I was so very excited to join and of course be part of that first fam trip to kind of get a glimpse. And I will tell y'all, these are some beautiful people. Like you just walk into a room and it's just pretty people everywhere and they love to dance. Like told myself as a personal goal that I got to get into like some salsa lessons or some like bachata or something like that because these people know how to dance.
Girl, I'm
And
with you on that one.
yes, and so it was so fun and we just to be able to um mingle with these people, get a glimpse of what, their lives are like back at home and doing different events. Our photographers were from Guadalajara, Mexico, and so it was great to hear how they do things there and just to see the level of commitment. I wanted to like plug a couple of people from that from the fam trip, and those two were one of them because they literally worked with us constantly all day, taking photos and content. And then when we got our breaks, sometimes it was you have 20 minutes to take a shower before you have to get back to the next thing. They had to run and upload all of their content to get that going. And I think at the end they said it was, over 20,000 photos. And then of course the video content as well. And then we also had a very local celebrity, Socrates. He There's not much that that man doesn't do. He is in the fashion industry, and he even created a airline um, attendant, like their actual uniform. But he is very big into it. He helped create the design for the welcome party, which was the pirate themed party. And so he was also part of our fam trip and was able to give us that local part of it, the local vibe of where things are. He could tell us, go over here for this, go over here to try this. This is what people do. So all in all, going to the DR a couple of weeks ago was probably one of the most memorable trips that I've ever taken. And then to be able to see Gail and experience the wedding congress, one day of it, that priceless, like priceless. And it's such a great thing to add in what we get from ABC in our, monthly webinars and our, state networking meetings, and then also at our conference when we have the speakers, to be able to just get another outlook on the industry that we're in. And for me, I'm excited. I have never had a destination wedding, and we have Jen on here who's done like a gajillion of them. It's like striving to be your status girl. But I'm excited to dive into that area, and I hope that some of you on here that may want to get into that as well. This is a great outlet for you to learn about those suppliers. So when you do get that call to do a destination wedding, you will know who you need to call to get it booked. So thank you again. Is there any other questions? I know, Justin, you wanted to you wanted to sign up. Love it. And then, of course, we did record this. We'll send it to Veronica so that she can, put it on our portal. And for those that couldn't make it, we had several that couldn't make it. But then, of course, reach out to Gail, reach out to myself if you can if you have any questions or, want to get involved. I know their next trip is Costa Rica, and that is the same date as our ABC conference in New Orleans. So hopefully we will catch the next one with you. Yes, Jen says, go to these conferences and fam trips. Knowledge and hands-on experience is amazing and will help. Absolutely. Make all your friends jealous that you're always traveling. That's my favorite part when I get back home. And that'll be a question for you, Gail. Are the IADWP conferences the same timing each year?
No, they're different times. So it depends on when they can get different resorts, what location it's in, so they're not always the same. Usually Mexico is always the end of the year. But again, it's going to depend on the property and when they can, take care of, getting the property booked. So.
And we just got our timing right with Wedding MBA. We were always bumping into them. And so we've got it worked out where our conferences will not, get interfere, so people can go to both. But also, I wanted to tell you all a little thing about Gail now. Gail, I want you to tell them how you started to learn Spanish in Mexico, in the area, because that is the most fascinating thing to me.
Oh my goodness. It's still rusty. I can understand and I can read a lot, but still not very good speaking. But it started with IADWP, and I don't know, Callie, if you met Ed, did you meet Ed Cotton? He
I
was one of the founders. He is one of the founders of IADWP. But anyway, I connected with Ed and told him I was interested in learning Spanish. So he connected me with a lady there in Playa. And I would go down and do immersions with her. And actually, she died last year. Uh,
Oh,
but just the sweetest person ever. We would do, Zoom calls, and she was just my favorite. And I love going to Mexico and spending time with her. And, it was like the first day I was kind of like taking a taxi to her house. By the end of the week, I was walking to her house. I was one of the locals, and just getting immersed in it and the experience of learning Spanish and learning the language. It was really good, but I think I probably wouldn't have even thought about it if I took 2 years in college, but that doesn't count because I barely got out of that Spanish class. But it was a great experience.
I love that. And I feel like whenever I got back from the trip that I was very inspired, just like I am when we leave our conference, and love that we've started putting in that implementation night so that you can kind of really start putting what you're learning into place before you actually leave. But when I came back from this fam trip, I was very inspired to learn new things, not just to get back into the old, like learning more Spanish and being able to talk and understand. I could a little bit before. We're still on our group WhatsApp chat. We talk every single day. And so they teach us a little bit, but then just the dancing and just, posting more. One of the guys, Chris Denner, he's the chapter head for Texas, but he lives in Cabo.
Mhm.
It was very big on showing your face and posting, and that was a thing that I struggled with. Was always I don't ever want to show my face on a video. And so they gave great tips on, just getting it out there. People want to see it, they want to hear what you have to say, and they want to see your face. And so every single person that was on the trip gave a unique experience and something that you could take away from. And the people at IADWP, I felt like I was meeting celebrities. They were like next level. So I encourage you all to check it out and stalk their social media and just get excited. And then also get excited about our conference coming up in November in New Orleans. New Orleans. And if you haven't registered, register for that. It's going to be amazing. But just thank you so much, Gail. I'm so excited we were able to talk about this today. I have been looking forward to it to just spread the joy about what we could do together.
Well, thank you for having me. Again, I love connecting with people and, spreading the word about our association. And then hopefully ABC and IDWP will have more collaborations. So looking forward to that too.
Yay. All right, you guys, thanks for coming on. We didn't quite make it an hour, but that's okay. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will have this webinar recorded for anybody that in your states that may want to view it. All right, thank you all.
Thank you.
The recording